One of the main headlines later tonight, Rand Paul makes his return to the main debate stage in prime time. The Kentucky senator trying to capitalize on momentum. Paul going after Ted Cruz on immigration just last night.
He says the whole world is against or is for amnesty, and he's the only pure-blooded person that was against amnesty. The problem is that when he was up here debating, he actually was for legalization, and now he's sort of trying to have it both ways. I think the authenticity part is going to be his difficulty and maybe his undoing.
Let's pick up more with Sergio Gore now, Communications Director for the Rand Paul campaign. Nice to see you here in Des Moines.
Good to be here.
Good morning to you. Before we get the Ted Cruz back and forth, what does it mean for him to be back on the main stage tonight?
Well, I think we're very happy to be back on the main stage. We have a first-year campaign. We've always maintained that. We have a lot of people on the ground from all over the country that are here campaigning for liberty, campaigning for Senator Paul. Our office in Des Moines itself is filled this morning with 100 people making phone calls. We've now reached out to over 800,000 individuals via phone to get them out to.
I heard him say, was it this morning or was it yesterday? He said his secret weapon is young people in Iowa?
Last night, he's been saying that all along, and we've always said that. We've always maintained that. We also believe that they've not been included in polls. We're going to have thousands of kids from all over. We're organized in every campus, and we're ready for a surprise.
You know, his dad tried that strategy, too, here in Iowa, and it worked to a degree, but not to a final.
Well, I think a big difference is the caucuses were held during winter break last time. So most students actually were not here. They're out home, they're out traveling, they're out during Christmas break. This time there's a big difference. School's in session.
Okay, now what is his strategy tonight for going after Ted Cruz? There was a little bit last night with Megan. I mean, what happens tonight? What's his approach?
I think the first strategy, of course, is for us to present our vision. And Senator Paul's got a unique message. He's the only person on that stage that stands apart from a lot of the other candidates. Personal liberty. He won't rush us to war like a lot of other individuals out there. Balanced budget, smaller government, everything that happens after.
But you know Ted Cruz is going to be ready for that.
Ted Cruz can be ready for whatever he wants, but I mean, Ted Cruz has to answer to the people of Iowa. And the fact is, sometimes he says one thing in Washington, and then he'll say a different thing on the road.
He called it a double win for him, with Donald Trump not being there. Explain that.
I think it's absolutely a double win. Not only is every candidate going to get more time, but there's going to be a lot more substance. There's going to be less bluster and less, shiny objects, and we can actually dwell into and focus on some of these issues that have affected most of America.
Okay, I mean, that's why they play the games, right? That's why they show up at this debate here tonight. Final question. He's getting a lot of heat from Republicans back in Kentucky saying, you got to get home and get off the campaign trail. If he does not perform well on Monday night, is that the signal to wrap things up?
I don't think so. I think we're in it to win it. I think there will be a surprise. We're not worried we're focused on not only this, but also the Kentucky race. He's still doing his job. He's in Washington voting every single day. He's made 96% of votes, unlike other senators from Florida who missed a third of their votes. So we're in it to win it.
Well, that's
a
preview. That's a preview. Democratic Mayor Jim Gray from Lexington is challenging him, so that's going to be a race to watch. That's for another day. Sergio Gore, thanks for your time today.
Thanks for being here.
We'll see you later, all right? You bet.